Hello, my name is Pastor Andy Schroer from Redeemer Lutheran Church. For water to freeze, it must reach 32 degrees Fahrenheit. For it to boil, it must reach 212 degrees. Now, knowing that, which do you think freezes faster? Room temperature water, which is 75 degrees, or boiling water that is at 212 degrees? Common sense would say that the room temperature water would freeze faster because it is much closer to the freezing temperature. That answer, however, is often wrong. Boiling water frequently freezes faster than lukewarm water because of what is known as the Mpemba effect. The Mpemba effect is an example of something that is counterintuitive. It's contrary to what common sense would suggest. Jesus often said things which were counterintuitive. For example, he began his Sermon on the Mount in Matthew chapter 5 with a series of statements called the Beatitudes. Blessed are the poor in spirit. Blessed are those who mourn. Blessed are the meek. Blessed are the peacemakers. Now, some people misunderstand these statements to mean that Jesus is saying, if you willingly suffer, if you mourn, if you are humble, if you act as a peacemaker, you will earn God's blessings. In other words, they look at God's blessings as a quid pro quo. If you scratch God's back, He'll scratch yours. If you do good things, you will earn God's blessings. The problem is that we can never earn God's blessings. To earn God's favor, to earn anything good from God, you have to be perfect. And every one of us is far from perfect. We can't and haven't earned God's love. We haven't earned His blessings. We definitely haven't earned heaven. The only thing we have earned and deserve from God is His punishment in hell. As the Apostle Paul clearly said, the wages of sin is death. God's blessings, however, are always gifts of His grace, unearned, undeserved, and unmerited. Jesus didn't begin His Sermon on the Mount by listing ways we can earn God's blessings. He began His sermon with 9 counterintuitive statements. Statements which seem absolutely crazy, but are actually true. When we as Christians live our faith by humbly serving, by willingly suffering, by not responding in anger, the world looks at us as weak. According to our world, to get ahead, you have to be ambitious. You can't let people walk all over you. You have to look out for yourself. For our world, the truly blessed are the winners, those who come out on top, those who do what they have to in order to succeed. The humble, the downtrodden, those who appear weak, those who are being picked on and persecuted, appear to be losers. But in the Beatitudes, Jesus points out that just like the Mpemba effect, the exact opposite is true. When we as God's children suffer for doing what is right, when we struggle and hurt, when we are mocked or hated for our faith, we are not actually losers. We are blessed. What human eyes cannot see is the reward in heaven, the reward that Jesus won for us. Following Jesus, we can't lose. And that helps us to joyfully and willingly serve, sacrifice, and suffer for doing what is right. We know what's waiting for us in heaven. We know that even though we can't see it right now, even though it often looks like we're losers, because of God's amazing grace, we are truly blessed.